All right, YouTube, welcome back. Welcome back to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Today's prediction video will be for April 10th, and I have the UEFA Europe League. I have a 4 game slate for you guys, and as always, we'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. I'll talk about the total, and then I'll give you my predictions. But first, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it, baby. Let's go. I hit another 100%, baby. We are on a 3 streak game, 100% winning bet. So, yeah, I gotta love it. I gotta love it. Man, oh man. Barca, of course, they did not disappoint. They came in here 4-0 with a sick win. PSG with another, I knew they were going to win too. 3-1. I don't know, but I think this might end up Barca versus PSG. If that happens, bro, that's going to break my heart. But regardless, I'm still Barca first, and then PSG. So at the end of the day, let's get it, Barca. So now the next game, or this was for the first leg. Now we're waiting for the second leg to see what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure same thing that happened this time is going to happen again. We're going to get a dub. It's going to be a lot of points. But this won't be until, I believe, April 17th, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to check back on that. But, yeah. I put Barca just to win. I did not trust the points, even though I felt like it was going to go over 3.5 or Dortmund just to score a goal. I'm glad I did not put Dortmund to score a goal because, man, they were all bad. But I already knew Barca was going to win, so I did a straight bet for Barca. And then for the PSG, I knew they were going to win too, but that one was a little bit more of like Aston Villa could score a goal, even though it was. I mean, they got it quick. It was in the first half when they got it, and it was good, But I really was expecting more out of them. But hey, like I said, PSG is a beast. They're gonna come in and they're gonna destroy you. So, nonetheless, Aston Villa, they got that point. So I got that 100%. I'm still waiting for tonight's game from Inter Miami versus LAFC and Pumas versus Vancouver. I did put, I think I put Inter Miami to just win, and then I put Pumas. No, I put Vancouver just to score. I think that was my bet. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to check, but I'm still waiting on that. Nonetheless, I still got 100%. We're on a 3 winning streak, baby. Like, let's go. So let's see if we can do this again. We did get a comment from NGBD. He did put Barca to win 3-1, which obviously that did not happen. It was 4-0, and he put PSG 4-0, and that did not happen. It was 3-1. Honestly, if you like switch those numbers, that's basically what you got. But I'm not going to give him the 1-1 because he did get the over 2.5 for Barca's game. He got that right. And then he got over 3.5 for the PSG game. So he did get that right. So I'm not going to drop the 1 bump on you because technically you got those right. But let's see if we can get another 100% today. All right. First on the list, we have Bodo Glimt versus Lazio. I've been looking at this game for a minute already. They do not have 5 most recent head-to-head between these two teams. So this is going to be an interesting game. But I feel like Bodo, at home, from what it seems, the 5 most recent games, 3 of those were at home. They won. The other 2 were on the road, and they did win 1, but they lost the other one. So it seems like at home, they are better because on the road, they only score 1 goal. At home, they end up scoring over 1.5, right? Minimum goals is 3. So I'm going to say Bodo. They are at home. They got that advantage. I'm going to say Bodo to win. And as far as the total points, I'm going to have to go with over 2.5 because I do feel like Lazio could score a goal here. They've covered 4 out of 5 games. They've covered this 0.5. So I feel like they could do this. No sweat. They are at 1.5. I apologize. Not at 0.5. They are at 1.5. But I feel like they can cover a goal, and then Bodo will come in here with 2 goals, so that'll cover the 2.5. I don't know if I see Lazio scoring over a goal just because their five most recent games, they have not been able to cover this 1.5. So I'm gonna probably have to say Lazio under 1.5, but I think that's too risky. I think the best bet here for points, I'm gonna say over total points over 2.5. And as far as a win, I'm gonna have to say Bodo Glen to win here. Like I said, at home, they're a beast. Injuries: Bodo Glen with two injured players and one questionable. Lazio with one injured player and three questionable. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game. Okay, on to the next game. We have Lyon versus Manchester United. Oh boy, I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan. I like Manchester United only because my son loves Manchester United, but I'm not a fan. And out of these two games, Lyon versus Man U, I low key want Manchester United to win. I'm not gonna lie, I low key want, but Lyon, they've been they've been stepping it up pretty good. Out of five most recent games, they got four wins, one loss. Manchester United got two wins, two draws, and one L. Injuries: Lyon have two injured players and three questionable. Man U with four injured players and two questionable. So this is going to be tough for Manchester United. I'm going to tell you straight out the gate. But I'm going to have to say Lyon to win this one. They are at home. They have been playing better. They got that advantage. So I feel like they most likely are going to win. But I will not be surprised if this ends up as a tie. And I'm going to tell you why. The five most recent games between these two teams, they've tied twice. Manchester United have won three games and they've tied twice. So Lyon have not been able to beat Man U. It's going to be a tough one. When Lyon plays at home versus Man U, they end up a tie. So, and then when Manchester United plays at home, it's a win. Three out of those home games win, and Lyon at home, two out of those games ties. So I would not be surprised if then this ends up as a tie. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Lyon could win this one. As far as the total is sitting at 2.5, and they've covered this between these two teams going at it. They've covered this two out of their five most recent games. The three most recent, they have not been able to cover this 2.5, and that's the only reason why I'm saying under 2.5. Manchester United, the three most recent games, or the two most recent games, I apologize, they could not score, right? Literally from April 1st till now, they haven't been able to score a goal. Lyon, on the other hand, they have been scoring. Five out of their five most recent games, goal. Minimum of two. So, yeah, I feel like Lyon could win this one. Now, as far as the total points, I'm going to have to say either total points under 2.5 or Lyon over 1.5 and Manchester United under 1.5. This is crazy, right? But out of all these points, I feel like the best one would probably be under 2.5, just because their three most recent games between these between these two games between these two teams, they have not been able to go over 2.5. So yeah, okay, on to the next game. Well, that was a tough one, right? All right. Rangers versus Athletic Club. Injuries: Rangers, no injured players. Athletic Club with three questionable. These two teams have not gone head to head, so this is going to be an interesting game just because Rangers, I mean, they're not a bad team. They just, at home, they're not the best. Their five most recent games, out of those five games, two of them were at home. No wins, not even a goal. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, they've taken an L at home, the two most recent games at home. But now on the road, they got wins. Not only do they get wins, their points minimum is 3. So what? It's just crazy. It's crazy. So here we go again, right? They're at home going against Athletic Club. Athletic Club, 3 ties and 2 wins. The two most recent games from Athletic Club, they have not been able to score. The three most recent games, they scored only once. So yeah, I don't know where these points from Athletic Club are gonna come from. At least one, I mean I see one happening, but their team total is sitting at 1.5. I'm gonna have to say under 1.5. But I'm not surprised if this ends up as a tight game. Like I feel like this could be a 1-1 type of game. Rangers, they're at 0.5, and only because they haven't been able to do this at home. So I feel that this is going to be a tough one for them, especially going against a team from a different type of league. This is going to be tough for them. I don't know if I want to do under or over for that, but I'm gonna have to go with total points under, just because Rangers at home can't score. Athletic Club, two most recent games can't score, right? So I'm gonna go with the tie and 1-1. So total points under 2.5. All right, on to the next and final game of the video, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of these games. Let me know what your prediction is. Don't forget to put right with my bet. That way I know that you want a shout out. And we can get like, some fun going in the comment section and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, here we go. Tottenham versus Frankfurt. Tottenham at home. They got 3 injured players. Frankfurt on the road, they got 1 injured player, 6 questionable. Total is sitting at 3. Now, these two teams have gone head to head only twice. They have been able to cover this 3. It has gone over this once, which was the most recent game, but the most recent game was back in 2022. So, yeah, Tottenham haven't been the greatest, right? Just barely have they been stepping it up. Not really, but kind of. The 5 most recent games, 2 wins, 2 L's, and 1 draw. Frankfurt, 3 wins, 2 L's. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, this is what I came to conclusion with. Tottenham at home, they are a better team, right? At home, they've played the 3 most recent home games. They got 1 draw and 2 wins. On the road, their 2 most recent road games, not even a goal. So they've taken that L. Not even 1 goal, right? So, and Tottenham are playing at home, so they got that advantage. It seems like at home they play much better than they do on the road. So I'm going to say Tottenham to win here. Frankfurt on the road, they're basically 50-50. They had 2 games on the road. They've won once and lost once. So the most recent game was an L from Frankfurt. And the most recent game from Tottenham was a win. So yeah, this one's a tough one to bet on. But I believe that Tottenham is gonna come in here and dominate. Like, I know it's weird. I know they haven't been able to do that well, but they got robbed in the Chelsea game. I ain't gonna lie. They literally got robbed in the Chelsea game. So that could have been a tie right there. I feel like they should be mad about it, and I feel like they should come out swinging on this one. So I'm going to say Tottenham to win here. As far as the points, I'm going to probably have to say for Tottenham over 1.5. It just seems like that's the best bet. At home, the 3 most recent games, they have covered this 1.5. And Frankfurt, as far as them allowing their opponents to score, they've allowed 5 out of 5. Or 4 out of 5, I apologize. 4 out of 5, they have allowed their opponents to score. So, yeah. And the recent game between these two teams, Frankfurt did allow Tottenham to score 3. So, I feel like that is probably the best bet here. Tottenham over 1.5. And as far as a win, give me Tottenham. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right choices, make the right bet, win some money. But most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe, let somebody know I got them. They want to get those dubs. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.